Video, you absolutely have to have one of these. I had to pick up one of these yesterday, but if you notice, there's no place to mount it because it's not the right size. So what I need is a bracket that changes from this size down to this size, so I can poke it through this hole and give us a multi-card read. This card will read the CF AMD cards, the USB, micro USB, SDMC, SD cards. It reads all the different card types. So in other words, this particular card reader, this is another thing you want to research. You want to see who's got the good brands, what people are saying good about these things, because you don't want to buy a product that everybody's having a problem with. All right, but you need why do you need a card reader, Gabby?
So if you like want to insert like different types of cards, like for example SD card,
Why would I want to insert an SD card?
so you can upload your photos. And
Right, because the cards that come out of the camera plug right into here. All right, so these become drives that you can use, that you will need to get the film off of your camera and into your computer. Like I said, I forgot to pick up one before in the original build, so we'll get to put this in, maybe not today, but we'll get to install this in the computer when we get a bracket for it. Maybe Mr. Chad will have a bracket. Can you pull that off, all that plastic off of there for me? And we're just waiting for Mr. Lee now because I want to get this on video. Always take one last look through your computer, make sure everything's okay before you turn it on. We don't know where Mr. Lee is.
I can go get him.
Did somebody go get him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who? Cam? Yes. Yeah, hurry up though. Okay, Vaughn, went to go get him? So that's going to look good right in here. You see there's a spot for it right here, right? But if you notice, there's no bracket that holds this in here. In some of the cases, if you get a really good brand case, it comes with all the extra brackets that you need to change the size of drives and things like that. But the cheaper cases, which this is one of, cases that come with power supplies, you get what you get. I will usually buy the case separate from the power supply because I want everything spec'd out just the way I want it. All right? Somebody turn the monitor on. You have to turn it on? We need Mr. Lee now. Mr. Lee is holding stuff. Right. Why does it say cable not plugged in? It's plugged in, right? But it's not turned on. Right?
Can we turn it on?
I'm waiting to turn it on for the first time for the videographer to get here with the camera because I want that on film. Okay?
Okay.
So you guys talk to me back. Any questions? Talk to me about what you learned so far. Go ahead.
I have like some questions. Like, how did you know exactly that the memory chip was one of the problems?
That was a good question.
I told him to say his own voice. He was
No.
getting a girl.
You what?
He was getting a girl playing the violin. She like playing the violin.
Okay. He's in the music room?
These are all the pencils I could find.
Okay, good. Give whoever needs pencils. Would you throw this in the trash? Thank you so much for that. Okay, so the question was, how did I know that the memory was bad? Well, I'll tell you what. The easiest way to troubleshoot,
To take everything apart.
not necessarily. The easiest way to troubleshoot is to have extra parts you can use. Artists, I need you to quiet down out there. Writers, editors, quiet down. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Turn around, pay attention. The easiest way to troubleshoot, the question was, how did I know it was memory that was an issue? I'll tell you a secret, but I really don't want to tell you. The easiest way to troubleshoot is to have other parts. You take out what you think is bad, put in what you know is good, and you test it. right? That way you know, hey, I got some bad parts here. If you don't know what parts are bad, then the best thing to do, I'll tell you what, for your first build, when you build the first computers, I am not a fan of Fry's Electronics. Okay, I did buy all these components from Fry's, and as you can see, I was led down the wrong path already, right? Okay. But if you buy all your components from Fry's and you have a problem, then you can get new ones fast. So here's what you do. What do you need? Don't stand the door open. What you need, Dave? What you
They're
need?
coming back close almost lunchtime.
Okay. If you buy all your parts from Fry's, right?
I'm here.
Okay, I need you to get this on video. I need you to be able to get it coming on for the very first time. And let's see how these guys did the build. Okay, what I was going to say before you get started, because I'm answering a question here. If you buy all your parts locally, you know what I mean by locally? A place that you could take them back to, right? I like Newegg. That's why I normally buy all my stuff from Newegg. Newegg ships it to me. If it works, fine, I'm good. If it don't work, I have to send it back and wait a week, 2 weeks before it comes back, before a new part comes. So, what you would do, if you had a system like this, a brand new build, in this case, this build would not post. It would not power on self-test. Because of my experience, I know that's probably a memory problem. All right? What you would do is you would start taking parts off and return them, get new parts until you get it working. That's about the easiest way. Now, if you buy from Fry's, everybody heard me say I'm not a big fan of Fry's, right?
Yes,
One of the nice things though, if you buy from Fry's and you absolutely can't get it working, then you can pay them $75 and they'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you absolutely can't get it working, and most of us don't have extra parts sitting around that you can swap. All Fry's is going to do is start pulling parts out and changing them until it starts working. That's all they're going to do. So they're charging you $75 because they got the parts sitting around and you don't. And so, hopefully you buy all your parts to get your build done. You did your research. If you've done your research, chances are you're not going to have a problem. If you've done your research and you have a problem, just take it to Fry's, pay them the extra $75, and let them figure out what's wrong. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, we need quiet over there. Quiet. Somebody's talking. Yes.
Will you eventually put in graphic processor?
I did put a graphics processor in here. Right there. That's it. A GPU. That was one of the issues with this system, because I didn't spec it. The person when I mean spec it, I didn't design it. The person that designed it told me this system will not need a graphics processor. It's built in the motherboard. Yes, it is, but the CPU does not support that function. So, because the CPU doesn't, you have to have a graphics card. So that was extra money I had to spend that I was hoping I didn't have to spend. All right?
Yes.
So, to answer your question, will I be putting a GPU in? Yes, I did put a GPU in this one, which only helps the thing become faster anyway. So, Mr. Zadrian, let's get some of this on video right here. We're about to power this up for the first time. Let's get a lot of what's happening over here. Who is going to be the
Me.
all right, lighting class? Okay, what I'd like for you to do is go ahead and turn it on, and let's see if we have a workable computer.
What's up, everybody?
Now, it should give me a color screen, and then it should say that there's no operating system or no boot device. That's what it should do.
Say something.
You gotta be